One of the first meetings I had with Troy is we just went over to dinner.
When James came to me, you know, I went, James Stewart, man, he's an American hero, man. Let's use your name, you know. And he's like, man, I don't want to use my name.
I want to create a brand for, you know, up and coming youth, you know, something completely different. Like I don't want to have signature gear. You know, I've done that. I don't want to have like, you know, my name on a jersey and say, no, that's James Stewart stuff. Like I want to create a brand that's going to be completely different.
You know, as it just went from there, I think it was JS7, the first one. I was interlocking the letters kind of, you know, and then it went to just S7, and then it went to Stewart underneath the thing. And
you know, we came up with the name 7. The reason for me when I thought about working with Troy is just because he's an authentic moto, and you know what I'm trying to accomplish here, you know, I want to stick to the roots of the sport. I knew Troy, when he does stuff, he does it right. So just having an ideal of being able to work with him, and when we got this thing started, it was just a match made in heaven.
Well, I'm an artist, man, and it's a gift just to be an artist, man, but to work with somebody at his level is super cool, you know. To be doing artwork on, you know, the greatest athletes in the world, man, it's a pleasure to dig into their mind and find out what they want. And I think it pushes me too. When I, you know, sat down and listened to him and told me what he wanted, and compression suits and a new look, and just, you know, a lot of things that we're trying to do, you know. Some of the things that I'm trying to do, welded fabric, and some of the shoulder instead of leather, and ventilation and aerodynamics, and all those kind of things are what are coming into play.
What I envision 7, the gear becoming, is somewhere, or is sports driven. Like, you know, from when I started, you know, pro, you know, 10 years ago, you know, we started out with gas forks. Now we're air forks, and all this stuff has kind of evolved. You know, there's no more 2 strokes, there's all 4 strokes. But when you look at gear's been the same for the last 30, 40 years. When I was thinking about doing this, and just even working with the, you know, last companies the last few years, it's always about like, man, we're doing the same thing. Like, you know, these companies are spending so much money and trying to, you know, evolve the bike, but the gear is the same. And obviously when you wear gear, it's the most protective part on your body. So, you know, I look at this stuff, it's sports driven, performance bound. Like I feel like, you know, all the experiments that I'm gonna do and be able to race at a high level. So it's not like, oh yeah, we created this and it's not race proven. Like I'll be out there racing. 7 brand will be completely different than everything else. Like if you're a serious motocross racer or just a guy that wants to have fun, the 7 brand is gonna give you a benefit over everything else.
Sitting down with James and discussing the first couple things that we're talking about, colors and fabrics and everything else, and he's been right along, you know, on the same page with us, even pushing us a little bit in a couple areas.
Everything that I felt like I needed to be to help create this brand and make it farther, you know, I wanted to be closer to it. So, you know, I relocated my place out here to Laguna to, you know, just be hands-on, to be able to go down to the shop anytime we need it. Like when stuff needs to be tested, instead of shipping them back, I can just go 2 minutes down the street and pick it up. I'm not just here picking colors, I'm here making things happen. You know, what we're trying to do is make our stuff bold but really simple so everybody can wear it, where it's flashy enough for young kids can wear it, you know, myself would wear it, but also, you know, people who just likes to go out for weekend warriors and go wood riding. I wanted the first batch to be super clean and simple but colorful and powerful, so I think that's what we created. It was cool the first time I actually saw the gear when we was in Troy that day. You know, we was talking about the line art and talking about colors and seeing it up on the screen, but actually to see the 7 logo and to see the name on gear, to be able to wear it and touch it and feel it was actually pretty special, because, you know, obviously I've been working on this thing for a while, and in my head I had a vision of what I was trying to get accomplished and seeing it. So to have the first samples come out and see how good the logo looked and see what the colors looked like, knowing that that was the first sample, it was pretty mind-blowing to me, and to know that I've actually created a brand and now we're gonna go with it. I hope to grow, and when I'm done racing, this thing continues on. So it's pretty special. It's pretty special. I'm super committed, just like I am in my racing, and it's gonna be awesome.